guys, what's going on? It is Monday, November 15th, and I'm using a different camera, so I don't know how the quality will be, but we'll try and see, what happens with it. Today was chest and abs, and like always, posting the workout up. Felt pretty good. Went up to did 350 for one, and I haven't gone heavy on flats for a while, so that felt pretty good. Brought it down by like a 4-second negative, and then brought it up for just one rep. Felt pretty good. Probably could have gone up to probably around 375, 380 today for a single. Didn't feel too bad. Every weight kind of felt the same, but I'm not working for power. I'm working for more muscle building. So I dropped it to 255, knocked out a set of 8, 10, 8, 8, and 10, which felt real good. And then went light on my inclines today, only went to 185, but I did 4 sets of 10, and I had about 35-40 seconds between each set, and they felt pretty good. After that, I did incline bench again with just the bar to my chin with 135 pounds, and I think it was 3 sets of 12. I might have thrown in a set of 15 or something here or there. I don't really remember. I didn't write it down. And then I did another, I did my 10% inclines with my reverse grip bench pressing for 3 sets of 15 with 135. That was just to force a lot of blood in, and I did about 25-30 seconds rest between those sets, and polished off with 4 sets of 10 of incline dumbbell presses, and then 4 sets of 10 of incline dumbbell flies. Then knocked out some abs real quick at the very end, and overall my chest felt real good today. My chest, my arms actually and shoulders had a day of rest more than what they're used to, so I think that's probably why I felt pretty good on my flat bench. And I generally don't do flats first, I do them second, so I did them first today just to put some weight on and see how it felt. So, I probably could have done sets of 8, 260, 265. I figure that's where I'm at right now, and I might actually be able to do more, but there's no point in pushing weight if you can't really feel the muscle working. So I'm probably going to stick at that weight, maybe a little bit up next time I go up, or I do my flats first. I did my 4 scoops of Anadraulic pump, like always, and I'm actually supplementing this week pre-workout with like 5 to 6 grams of creatine mono from Pro Labs. So it's a little bit different creatine pre-workout. I'm still hitting my green magnitude post-workout. So that's the only change really in supplementation. Instead of using the creatine magnesium chelate, I'm using just the mono, and I think green magnitude also has dicreatine malate in it. So I got off of that pre-workout, and we'll see how it goes. See how my energy feels just by switching up the kind of creatine. Pumps felt real good. Had kind of a queasy stomach for, I'd say, the first 15 minutes of my workout, but that's just because I actually had drank a protein shake before I went to the gym, and I generally don't do that, so I'd say that's probably the reason. And took my branched chain essential aminos throughout my workout, sipped on 3 scoops of about 15-16 ounces of water, and so it tasted a little bit better today. And energy levels were there. It's like 10 something right now, and I got done with my workout around 5:30. Man, my energy is still good. I haven't crashed yet or anything. So like I said, so far, love the supplements, and definitely something that I may be looking into as far as adding them in. You see a lot of guys that like to use tons of supplements. I'm very minimalistic when it comes to what I like to supplement with, but I can definitely see I will be using the branched chain and essential aminos. I just feel like those are really good energy for me, and like I said, it helps in the recovery process. So I really can't beat the price of a serving intra-workout. 6 weeks worth is like $15.99 or something. I can't really justify not using that product, but I guess if money's tight, I won't. But other than that, anadraulic pump worked well again. I'm not sure how many servings I have left, but I am going to save some for Sunday. If I get somebody to go with me, I will be going to the Animal Barbell Club in Yorkville, Ohio, and training with those guys from Animal. So definitely going to be saving some of my supplements for that day. Probably going to be hitting arms, and hopefully some of you people out there that are watching this will show up, and maybe we can train and see what happens. But until then, any questions, PM, email me, Facebook, Twitter, you know the deal. And do video tomorrow night. It's going to be back, and hopefully I can go heavy and put up some good numbers. So take care, everybody. Keep training hard, and see you tomorrow. All right.